Hi, I'm gonna do an updates video, and I usually do these update videos on my Swedish channel because a lot of people in Sweden like them because I talk about what's going on in my life, like with school and like visas and like official stuff, and they actually like it because they want to know how that kind of stuff works, I think. And so I don't really know if this is a good idea for people in America or like international people. I don't even know, but I'm gonna do one anyways just to try it. So right now I'm back home in Sweden. Actually, I'm gonna go back to LA tomorrow, and I'm actually call both Sweden and LA my home. I have lived in LA for three years now, so I feel like both of the places are my home. So I know that's can be a little confusing for some people. I know a lot of people ask me where I live, and basically my whole channel is about living in LA. So it kind of like blows my mind a little bit. I'm like, but like all my videos are about like living in LA, so like what do you think? But anyways, yeah, I live in LA. I'm not gonna move back to Sweden anytime soon. No, I'm not. I have like a visa for like 4 years, so hopefully I can stay for 4 years or longer. But I have no plans of moving back home. But yeah, I'm gonna start telling you about a little bit about this year. I actually graduated this year. I guess I got okay grades. I mean, like my grades got down a lot from like the past 2 years when I went to Pali. So when I got to university high, my grades dropped a little bit. But I was like, okay, like because I was planning to go to like a university for like 2 years. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get good grades, and I did. I got A's and B's in all my classes. The last year I got, or the year before this year, I actually got A's in all my subjects except Spanish, where I got a B. I almost got an A. I got like 89 point something in my Spanish class. So I was like, seriously. But anyways, but I was so like this year I kind of realized that okay, universities for international people are so expensive. They're so expensive. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna be able to afford that. So I was like, okay, I need to go to community college. If I want to stay in America, I need to go to community college because it's so expensive for international people. I don't even like know if you understand how expensive it is. For example, SMC, the school that I'm going to right now, Santa Monica College, is like $314 per unit for an international student, and for an in-state student or like an American student, it's like $46 per unit. So you can like, yeah, imagine how much money that is compared to like an American student. So I don't even know. It's so freaking expensive. So I was like, okay, I can't go to university. I can't afford it basically. So I'm gonna go to community college. So I was like, this last year I was like, okay, fuck this, like I'm not even like gonna get headaches or like study for hours to like get like good grades or anything. It's not worth it. Like I'm gonna get into SMC like anyways. They're not gonna like care if I have like A's or like C's or something. I'm gonna get in like no matter what. So I was like, I'm just gonna take this year to enjoy high school, because I don't know if you realize this, like if you live in America, going to high school is a thing. Like it's kind of fascinating for international people or like people who don't live in America, because it's very cliche-ish. Like it's very high school. Like watching high school movies for is very fun because it's very different, but it's very like another category. I don't even know how to explain it, but it's a thing basically. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna like focus on school that much. I'm gonna like try to do my best, but I'm not gonna like get headaches over it. I was like, so I'm just gonna like enjoy just being a high school student. So I joined cheer. It was so much fun. I think I had like the most fun in like cheer. Cheer actually made my high school like this year the most fun year like that I've ever had in high school. We went to like the football games, the basketball games. Like we became like close with like the football team and everything. And it was really fun. There was also a lot of parties. I was really talking about parties on my YouTube channels. Like I think it's kind of, I don't know. I don't talk about parties, but like it's a thing in high school. Like of course there's gonna be parties. Like it's a part of high school. But anyways, like that's what kind of like what my mindset was this year. Like okay, I'm gonna have fun in high school. I'm gonna like just live a classic like just like senior high school year, and just like live it to the fullest, like going into like have the most ultimate like high school year, like joining cheerlead, like cheering, getting involved in like high school activities, and it was really fun. Though it was kind of a lot with school too, because since I actually got the worst grades of my life this year, this was the first year I was actually close to failing a subject, which scared the hell out of me. Like my mindset, like the past years, was like I was nervous for the finals because I wanted an A on my finals. So I was nervous of getting a B instead of an A. This year I was scared of failing. Yeah, you can like see like the difference between like these past years. So I was so scared that I was gonna like fail chemistry, because I hate chemistry. My chemistry teacher were really bad. He was very like unorganized and had like the weirdest system, and like I don't know, he was just like a really bad teacher. Everybody failed his tests, and oh my god. Anyways, so that was like really stressful, especially like before the finals. And then I also had to take adult school, because since I was an international student, my high school year or high school years was a little bit different. I started high school when I was like 17, when I actually moved to America, and I was supposed to be senior. But to graduate high school the right way, I needed more credits, or I had to take like all the classes that I had to take. Or you know, I think you guys know, like you have to like take 4 years of English, like 3 years of math, and like all those like requirements. And I didn't have those requirements. Like my grades from Sweden and my classes from Sweden, they didn't count as classes. I got credit for them, but they didn't count as classes. Like when I took like math classes, they didn't like count them as math classes, just like as credits. So I had to take 4 years of high school in 3 years. And people kind of like was like, why didn't you just like test out of high school, just like drop out and like start college, because you can do that? And I was like, that would be kind of stupid for me, like as an immigrant like to America, or like as somebody who wants to immigrate to America. It's smarter for me, like from what I've understood, like it would be smarter for me to actually have a diploma, like have official paper that I have like some sort of like what do you call it, education in a way. Because if I want to have like a green card, or like if I want to immigrate, I think all those stuff could help me actually get into America, or like becoming an American citizen, or getting a green card or something like that. So I kind of felt like I had to do it, and I felt like, why not, you know, like if I get like the official paper, like if I graduate like the right way, it's gonna be better for me, legal wise, or whatever you call it. So that's what I did. But also my senior year, I had to take adult school, because since the first year when I started high school, I got put in like 10th grade English, because obviously since I was like from Sweden, I took English as like people took Spanish here. So they didn't really let me take like 12th grade English like right away. So basically from my first year of high school to my last year of high school, I took 10th, 11th and 12th grade English. But I also had to take 9th grade English, because I had never taken that class before. So my 12th or my senior year, I actually had to take adult school for 9th grade English. So like I didn't sign up for it until like the last like month of school. So I was like the last freaking person who actually could sign up for adult school, and I had to like stress it so much. I had to work like a fucking animal to like pass the class, or like to get through everything. So I went to school from, like, I had adult school from like 3 o'clock to 8:30 every day, like the last 2 months, I think, of the last semester before graduation. And oh my god, it was fucking the worst thing ever. I went to school from 8 o'clock in the morning to 8:30 at night. Yeah, that was really fun for like 2 months. That was like, thank God we didn't have cheer back then, because I would not have been able to do that. Like cheer was over, so I could do that and everything, but oh my god, I was so tired. Like after that year, I was so fucking tired, and I was so mad. And I fucking hated it. Like that was the fucking worst thing ever. I could talk about how much I hated it for so long, but I'm just not gonna do that. But yeah, so that was basically my senior year, and I actually got like awarded. I know like my overall GPA was like over 3.0, but under 3.6, because like I got one of those like little silver tassel thingies, which meant that you had like gotten over a 3.0 or something. You got an award or something. So I guess I didn't do that bad my last year. It didn't like drag my grade down too bad. But anyway, so that was really fun. I know a lot of people actually didn't really get the silver band, so I think I did better than most people, I think. So I guess that was good. But it was really, really fun in high school, I have to say. Like, it is like the movies, in a way. I have to say, like, the school that I went to, University High School, is very, very, very different. People are very dramatic. Everybody has so much history and drama. And I got there, like, last year, so there was so much freaking thing going on. Like, everything had, like, bad things to say about everybody, and there was so much thing that happened. Like, everybody was like hooking up with everybody, and like it was just basically like a whole like incest like circle in that school. Like, it was like, I don't even know, it was anyways, there was a lot of drama happening that year, and I think I made like some of, oh my god, okay, we have kittens, so that was the kittens. Anyways, they're so cute, they were like playing and everything. But anyways, like, this year I actually think I've made like the hugest mistakes of my life. And yeah, I don't really talk about like private stuff on my channel, so I'm not really gonna go into that. But yeah, I definitely made like the biggest mistakes of my life, I think, this year. But I also had like a lot of fun, I have to say. But yeah, that was basically my senior year. It was really fun. I was like talking about this like on my Swedish channel, and I was like, I need to do a separate video and like talk about my high school experience, because it was different. It was really different, I think, from a lot of people. But anyways, so right now I'm actually going back to LA tomorrow morning, like really early, and I have to fix like 3 things that I really, really need to like get a hold of. This is basically how my summers looks like. I have a lot of things that I have to do. Nothing is set in stone. I'm basically like a little like free floating like leaf for like a month before like everything is set, and it's so freaking stressful. I hate it so much. Usually it has to do with my visa. Right now I have a visa for like 4 years, but right now it's like school, like my student loans from Sweden, and also my like where I'm supposed to live. So I got in contact with some people where I'm gonna like rent a room. One like gay guy that like works at UCLA, and 2 girls that has like a house together, and I'm gonna rent a room in, I might rent a room in their house, and also like one other person. So I will see like if which one I will like have a room in, because the other years I actually had like my own apartments, like the 2 past years, but it was because my mom actually paid for it. And Swedish parents actually, like, okay, when you're able to apply, like, support yourself, like, you're on your own. Basically, when you're 18, you're on your own. My parents were nice enough to help me like economically, because I couldn't get student loans for going to high school, but college you can actually get student loans from a place in Sweden, like this place in Sweden where you actually get student loans. So basically this year I have to take student loans to pay for my school and my housing, or like my expenses or whatever. So I have to like move to a lot cheaper place, and like get on like a really strict budget. Actually, my mom put me on a really strict budget last year and the other year. But anyways, so I'm gonna have to like pay for everything myself, and I'm actually like trying to apply for it, CSN. So oh my god, I have to like send in some papers from SMC to CSN to like be able to like get approved for student loans. And I called SMC, and I have to say something, no offense, but American companies or like schools and everything, they're very, very bad on service, like to help people. They're so bad. Like in Sweden it goes on 2 seconds, then you're done. They have helped you with everything, and there's no like, everything is like so simple, and like whoever you talk to, they know exactly what to do. They're like very good at their job. In America, they have no fucking idea what they're doing. I don't even know why they hire some of these people. I was like, I called them. The first person I talked to 4 people, because nobody fucking knew what to do. The first guy that I was talking to, I told him my problem, like the papers that I needed. I needed 3 papers, and I was like telling him, okay, I need these 3 papers to send it to this company, like, or this company, like this thing, so I can like get a student loan, so I actually can attend your school. And when I told him like after I told him the whole story, he was like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't listen. Can you repeat that? And I was like, fuck, like, are you serious? Like, you didn't even listen to what I had to say? Like, is that normal in America? I don't even know. Like, I was so pissed after that. Like, whew, okay, so yeah, okay, breathe, Clara, breathe. After that, I actually called him like 3 more times, and the other 3 people that I talked to didn't even know what to do either. They actually connected me to another office, but things like nobody answered in that office. I left, I think, 2 voicemails, and I also told them like nobody is like answering in this office, like they can't help me, like you have to help me. Anyways, nobody could help me, and everybody just like sent me away to somebody else. And they were like, when I told them like, oh no, they couldn't help me, like I couldn't reach the office or anything, they were like, well, that's who you have to talk to, like, or it was just like, so I was like, but there's nobody there to ask. Can't you just like send me the papers? It's not that hard. Like, you just have to send me like a letter that proves that I got accepted to SMC and like the costs and everything. It's not that hard. You can just like look it up on your computer. And they didn't like answer that. Like, it's basically just like, okay, I'm not gonna help you, somebody else have to help you. I don't understand. Like, in Sweden, whoever you call is probably gonna help you. Like, I don't know. It was really, really frustrating anyway. So I don't have student loans, so I don't really know how I'm gonna get by this year. For right now, it's gonna take like 3 weeks after I send in the papers to get the student loans or get approved for the student loans. And after that, I don't really know how long it's gonna take to get the money. So I don't know how I'm gonna get by. But anyways, so I have to get the student loans. I have to go and look for the apartments and see who I can live with and who's like seems sane or not. And I also have to, oh yeah, the school. I have to sign up for the classes. I haven't signed up for the classes yet. I have to go to like the introduction seminar for like 4 days that I think all international student has to go to. I don't think like in-state students have to go through it, because like I know my friends from high school that was going to SMC didn't have to do it, I think. So I think it's just like international students, but I don't know. Other than that like this year, like after everything is like sorted out, I have my schedule for like next year. I also want to like start acting again. I have taken like a 1.5 year break from acting because I was like, it's not worth it. I'm so stressed for school. Like, the only reason why my mom is like paying for everything was for me to like stay in school, and actually like her only requirement for me was like stay in school and get good grades, then I will pay for everything and that. So I was like, I had to like prioritize school, so I couldn't really, and when school got like stressful, I kind of like had to like put that aside. So I want to get into that again. I want to like get in contact with my own agency, like my own old acting agency, and I also want to sign up for like central casting so I can get like good paying extra roles for like big things, like bigger projects. And I also want to like start like recording music again. I think my last song was like, I recorded it when I was 16. That was a long time ago. It was 4 years ago. That's crazy. Because I just actually finished like another song. I have only like one more like sentence to like put into the song, and then I'm like completely done. So like I really want to do that, and I'm actually like a little bit more interested into getting into like the music scene right now than the acting industry, because I don't know, I'm just like feeling like the singing thing, because I actually started with singing. I started with singing and then I got into acting, so I don't know, I'm just like feeling a little bit more for like the singing, like, or the music industry right now. But yeah, I will see how that goes, because like I am one of those people who always like take on too much. So I will see like what I get time for like after I'm like done with school, because like an international student, we also have to keep up our grades. If we don't keep up our grades, we can get kicked out of the country, because we can lose our visas, our student visas. So yeah, we have like a little pistol against our heads if we don't keep up the grades. So that's great, and that feels amazing. No, but oh my god, it's stressful to be an international student for sure. Other than that, I also want to take my bartender's license, and I don't know who follows me on this channel. I don't feel like anybody's following me on this channel, to be honest. But like most of my Swedish viewers are like young Swedish girls, like, and they're between like, from what I've understood, like from 11 to like 16. That's like the normal age, I think. I also have like older viewers, and I also have younger viewers, and also like male viewers too, but like that's the normal kind of like people, like the most kind of people that follows me. So I don't really talk about like like serious stuff like drinking or drugs or anything like that. So, but I have to say, like, the drinking age in Sweden is 18. So, and I'm 20. So I have been like, I could have like, it has been legal for me to drink in Sweden for like 2 years now. So obviously I have I have drinks, like, for sure. Like, or I don't even know if that's the right grammar, or drinked. I don't know. Anyways, I have an excuse. I'm Swedish. I'm not American. So like, if my like vocabulary or grammar sucks, I have an excuse. Anyways, but yeah. So I have. Okay, I feel really uncomfortable talking about drinking, parties, and like just stuff like that on my channel, because I feel like that's not something, or like private stuff. Like, I don't talk about for like, okay, I don't really do a lot of videos here, but like on my Swedish channel that I do like most of my videos, I don't talk about drinking, parties, guys, or like personal problems. I usually just talk about like things that are happening in my life when it comes to like official stuff, like with visa, school, or stuff like that, like moving, and like just getting by with like stuff like that. So it's not really that personal, but it's kind of like a how to get by kind of like videos, if that makes sense. But yeah, so I don't know. So talking about drinking, it's not really something I do, but I do. I've been legal, like, it has been legal for me to drink like for 2 years in Sweden, so obviously I've done that. But drinking is not something that I want to promote, that's why I don't talk about it. And yeah, but I want to take my bartender's license. That was the whole point of that. Because I looked it up, and a normal bartender in LA earns like $25 to $40, which is a lot more better than the minimum wage, which is like $10. And I really want to get my like financial freedom, because my mom put me on like a real strict budget like for the 2 last years. She paid for everything, which was great. I got my own apartment and everything. But like, when it comes to food and like gas money and stuff, I was on a strict budget. I was like, So basically, the other money that I have was like money that I got for like Christmas or my birthday or stuff like that. So I just want to get like a little bit more financial freedom to like earn my own money, and I think it would be good because like in LA the drinking scene is a big thing, like bars, like clubs, there's like drinking in restaurants, like it's huge and people drink a lot. So, and there's a lot of like bartending jobs, so I think that could be really good, and especially if I'm going to school, it's gonna be like a more flexible schedule, I think, since like bartending jobs is more like nighttime, I think. So like I can go to school on the days and like work on the weekends at nights. So I think that could be kind of like a good like mix between them two. But I still have to like see how my schedule is gonna look for next year. But I really want to do that too. Yeah. Other than that, I don't know. I want to like keep making YouTubes. I have a lot of like old videos that I have to like edit, and stuff like that. People get kind of like mad at me, like the Swedish followers. Like this is basically, when I say you guys, it's gonna be like my Swedish followers basically. They get kind of like confused and annoyed that I don't really keep up with my editing. So like when I upload like a video that was like recorded like 2 months ago or like 1 month ago, like it's very hard for them to like, but like, aren't you already out of school yet? Like, yeah, I am, but like I didn't have time to edit the videos, like, so I'm kind of delayed by like editing all of its stuff. But I feel like it's better to even like put it out like at all than just like not doing it. So I don't know, I feel like I'm just blabbing right now. But yeah, so when I get back to LA tomorrow, or like I'm going tomorrow, so it's gonna take me like 24 hours to fly, I think, or like maybe 24 hours, something like that to fly. I'm connecting flights to LA. I have to like change flight twice, so I'm gonna have like 3 flights to get to LA. So I'm gonna get to LA on Saturday at like 10 or something, and then I have to like drive to my friend's house, Chase. I think you have seen him in a few videos. I'm gonna stay at Chase's house for a while, until I like find my own place and everything. And I still need to fucking find out like how I'm gonna like pay for everything, because I don't have my student loans yet. So I don't know. Like, it's not fun to be a grown-up, I swear to God. And I'm considered as a grown-up because I'm almost 21. Well, in like a like 6 months or something. But yeah, I think that was everything. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else to talk about. I went to, like, on my Swedish update videos, I went on a whole spiel about drinking. I'm not gonna do that here because I feel like my viewers here are older. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm just like dig a really deep hole with that. But for all of you girls, especially in Sweden, I know that follows me, you don't have to drink to have fun. It's not that like important to drink. I really hope a lot of like people that I don't know. I don't really tell people that I have a YouTube channel, so I hope people won't really see this that I know. But like, I don't know. Drinking is not everything. Don't drink. Don't do drugs. I can like seriously put my hand on my heart and say I don't do drugs. I know a lot of people like in LA do drugs. I don't, but like Swedish people in general, like in LA that I've met, even if it's really normal that people do drugs in LA, the Swedish people that I know, they don't do drugs. We just drink. Like, I don't know. I think it's like a cultural thing. But a lot of my friends here actually smoke. I think more than 50% of my friends here smoke. Not including the Swedish people though. So yeah, like, I don't know if I should talk about that kind of stuff. Like, I don't know if you guys are from America or if you're like international, because if you're international, like from other countries, it might be interesting to like talk about that kind of stuff, how LA is. But I don't do drugs. All my friends know that. Like, when people ask me, do you want to smoke, I say I don't smoke or anything, because I don't know, I don't like it. It's stupid. I don't see the point of it. But anyways, I don't think I should talk about drugs here. I should really stop talking, because I'm gonna go on like a whole spiel, because I don't feel like you should talk about that kind of stuff here or like promote it in any way. But anyways, yeah. So I hope I might gonna be able to do some other videos. I don't know about like this. If you think this kind of like videos are fun to watch, please tell me. Tell me your age and your gender so I know what kind of people watch my videos. And yeah, I might do a little bit more personal videos in the future, like telling you guys about my experience in high school. Like, I don't think I'm gonna talk about guys. The only reason why I would like bring up a guy in one of my videos is if we have dated for like 6 months maybe and it's like really serious, but I don't talk about that kind of stuff. Or like alcohol either. Like, I think I could do a video and like talk about like the consequences and like how it is for people. I don't know. I really don't know. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I feel like I should stop talking because I just feel like I'm making this worse and worse. But anyways, I'm gonna like try to update you guys about like all the stuff that are happening. If you're an international student, it might help to see like the different scenarios you can like get yourself into if you're international students and like leave your country without like anything set up. But yeah, it helps to have friends in LA that can help you. I have a lot of friends that actually offer to help me, so thank you so much. I love you so much, guys. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video, I guess. Bye!